player. I think it's Ollie Baker, and of course they've already used up 2 of their substitutes. Ollie didn't start the year in his usual convincing fashion, was a little bit below his best form in a couple of key matches. Scored that last-minute goal, of course, against Cork in '95, and this is his 6th championship match. He's back with the action. The game continues with the sideline ball for Alan Cummins. In towards Alan Brown, runs on, beats them all, and it's gone wide. So 6 wide now by Cork, and something like 10 by Clare so far. David Fitzgerald, who won an All-Ireland club medal with the 6 Mile Bridge. Pucking this one out into the breeze. Timmy Kelleher knocking it back only as far as James O'Connor, who's now operating on the 40. Tight situation there. Putting that ball ahead there towards David Ford. Let's see what kind of a difference David Ford and Gerald Loughlin and company can make in the second half. That's the shot from Gerald Loughlin, and it's gone over the bar. Stephen McNamara, just in case, was in there to tell the umpire it was indeed a point. Gerard's 3rd of the second half, 13 points to 11. What a transformation by the Sparrow.
Yes, the ball is broken down, a lot of fiddling going on, and a thick ball up to Gerald Loughlin, and then the Sparrow hits it, and a beautiful point for Clare.
We should point out he's now playing full forward and giving John O'Driscoll from Delaney's in Cork a very tough afternoon, certainly in the second half. That's a good switch. Colin Lynch, 2 against 1 there. John O'Driscoll for Cork, assisted by Fergal Ryan, getting that ball away. McMahon in to try and bat it down. Comes towards Alan Cummins. Chased after it there by Colin Lynch. Anthony Daly, straight at Timmy Kelleher. Realised his error instantly. Kevin Murray, easily brushed aside there by Sean McMahon, man of the match in the All-Ireland final of 1995. That memorable day for the Clare men. The day they won their 3rd All-Ireland. This is taken up by Ollie Baker. It's left behind, however, to Fergal McCormack, Cork's captain. Dropped in towards the right. McGrath in after it, but couldn't do anything to prevent it going over the end line.
Again, a nameless ball in there from Fergal McCormack. A wasted a shot.
So David Fitzgerald just having a look to see where he should puck this ball out, going towards left half forward, and that's where Timmy Kelleher gets there ahead of PG O'Connell. Ger Manley, little block on it. Here comes Alan Cummins, the hand pass back, giving Brian Corcoran a bit of work to do, going this way, and then try to take it away from James O'Connor. Corcoran out to his clubmate, Timmy Kelleher. The Aaron Zone duo operating on the half-back line for Cork. Kelleher brushing forward, kicking it inside. O'Halloran having a chance to adjust his footing, and that ball has gone wide, and after all the pretty approach work by Timmy Kelleher, it produced absolutely nothing in the end.
No, Gerard, a lot of mishandling, misreading the situation there on the half-back line, and a bad, stupid kick from Timmy Kelleher to go wide.
Clare by 2 points. Ollie Baker getting there ahead of Fergal McCormack, and the referee says there was some tugging and holding, and it's going to be a free to Clare and a chance to put some further pressure on the Cork backs. Referee Pat O'Connor waiting for Sean McMahon to come up to hit this one just outside the 65-metre line, and an indication there by the little flag of the strength of the breeze in this second half. Well within his range as he goes for it, and he's put it over the bar. That could well inspire this Clare team, who clearly have come out in the correct resolve in the second half, no doubt stung by some criticism by the team management. They've been reminded of their duties, of their talents, of their experience. Cork now trying to come back with a response of their own, having been level at 11 points apiece after Alan Cummins pointed in the second half. This is Barry Egan, and that's gone over the bar for Cork. Barry Egan's second point. They stay in touch, only 2 between them, and just early stages of this second half, just about 12 and a half minutes gone.
Interesting, Ger Manley's gone into centre forward now, and Kevin Murray's gone into right top forward on the Cork team.
And Clare playing just 2 inside forwards here, and that's an interesting tactic. The Sparrow is there, and so too Stephen McNamara. Meanwhile, Brian Corcoran on his left-hand side, driving it back in towards Alan Brown again. Brian low and after, and here comes Dean, follow with the first shot, blocked down the second time by Michael O'Halloran. Perhaps the first time was the best opportunity he had to blaze it in on goal. Another great block by O'Halloran. Comes back to Shawnee McGrath, going away to the left. And that's gone wide. And the cheers are Clare cheers right now.
It's very interesting that Clare are playing better against the breeze because they're now coming forward to the ball, whereas before the ball was dropping beyond them and they were contesting high balls.
They're certainly using their experience. What about this for a block by Michael O'Halloran, who was unsure of himself earlier on in the game. Here's James O'Connor racing away there from Alan Cummins. Brian Corcoran trying to come in and block it down, doesn't succeed. Fergie Toohey trying to race in after. Gerald Loughlin's there too, and it's taken down however by Timmy Kelleher. The clearance to midfield, bounces away from Liam Doyle. Here comes Colin Lynch. Quick look over his shoulder, see where the opposition is. Outside towards Jamesy. They've got a man loose inside. Jamesy still with the chance, with the shot, and Jamesy with the point. 4 points for Jamesy O'Connor. His first from play, 3 from frees, and it's 15 points to 12. And now the greater experience and class of Clare is beginning to tell.
That's a tremendous ball out to Jamesy. Jamesy gets it, avoids the man, takes on another man, looks up, puts the ball over the bar, and I think Clare's fitness now is coming through at this stage.
So we still await the first goal of this match, if indeed there is to be a goal. Timmy Kelleher. Here's Ollie Baker. Blocked down there by Fergal McCormack. A stumbling figure of Ollie Baker clearing it away towards Stephen McNamara's corner. That's Barry Egan. And the other number 12 is Jamesy O'Connor. Nicely up along there towards Stephen McNamara. One of the 15 who made their own piece of history in '95. This is Diarmuid O'Sullivan, one of the debut players, went off a Clare man. So just 3 between them. Johnny MacDonald there from County Tipperary, the linesman on that far side, waiting for Sean O'Halpine. And it may well be that Clare are thinking, or Cork rather, are thinking about a change. Could well be. We'll have to wait and see. Alan Brown trying to break this one down to himself. Flicked away there by Kevin Murray outside here towards Shawnee McGrath. 3 men after him. Still 3 against 1. McGrath has it, and McGrath has pointed a magnificent one. That's a wonderful point of the very talented Shawnee McGrath. Glen Rovers, UCC as well. 4 points in all, and 2 between them again. And
Shawnee here failed to get up the first time, twists and turns again, and he has 3 Claremen following him, and he still is able to put all over the bar. Superb point.
Yes, one of the stars of this match from a Cork point of view. Alan Cummins booting it forward in the general direction of McGrath, just about kept that ball in play. Here comes Sean McMahon. Ford is under it there for Clare, so too Kelleher for Cork. Brian Corcoran again onto his left-hand side. Anthony Daly touching it down, but only to the waiting Barry Egan of Cork. Now Brian Lone racing for possession here. Quick off the blocks against Alan Brown. Mighty clearance for the Clare number 3. It reaches O'Connell, PG O'Connell, urged on by his manager just down here on the sideline. It reaches the Sparrow O'Loughlin. That's a great change to have moved him into full forward and to really test, and it's going to be a free. They're really testing the quality of John O'Driscoll this afternoon, the Cork number 3.
Yes, I think it's a great move to put the Sparrow in full forward, because he's given John O'Driscoll an awful time inside there. He's bringing him out, he's getting the low ball in fast, and he's twisting and turning him. Well,
it's a free to Clare, and Jamesy O'Connor to take it. He has taken 3 so far, he's made the 3, now it's 4 from 4, and his 5th point in all. And Clare have a 3-point lead once again. So just about now midway through this second half. And we've got some further news from Kieran Malooly on the sideline.
Sorry, Ger, just news of a substitute coming soon on the Cork side. Mick Daly has tugged, and he's on the line. He's taken off his tracksuit, and I gather he's going to replace Kevin Murray on the half-forward line.
Meanwhile, a great shot there, and that's gone over the bar. The shot was by Alan Brown, the battling Cork men, and a great save by David Fitzgerald, preventing a certain goal, but they make the point, his second. Just as Cork think about introducing Mick Daly, as you heard there, who can play on the 40 or indeed in the half-forward line. This is the chance again.
Yes, indeed. A tremendous save by Davy Fitz, going for a goal, and the ball was flicked over the bar, but a tremendous point by Alan Brown.
So the change has been made, and Kevin Murray, as you heard, the player to make way. The score standing at 16 points to 14. Daly is from Cove. He's played in the National League for Cork, and indeed he's done well as Cork have made it out of Division 2 and play in Division 1 next year. Sean McMahon for Clare. Ger Cunningham in after it. The Sparrows after Ger. He's left it behind. Sean O'Halpine back there. No goalkeeper. There is now. And the clearance out of defence by O'Halpine way downfield. Collected over there by Anthony Daly. And Liam Doyle rather. Doyle belting it downfield again. In towards Stephen McNamara and Ger O'Loughlin. They leave it in there. Once again it's Jamesy O'Connor recovering his balance and composure. An awkward angle as he fires it in. But even for Jamesy, that was just a little bit too trying a particular task.
Yes, again, Ger, a bad miss there. It should have been over the bar.
Jamesy with 5 points so far. 4 of them frees. All of them hugely important in ensuring that Cork still have some work to do. Anthony Daly is back there for Clare. Clearance towards Ollie Baker. Mick Daly's after him. Daly's gone in towards midfield, and he's playing on Ollie Baker. So sideline ball for the Clare men. Just about 20 minutes now gone in the second half. Game going more or less according to plan for the more experienced Clare team, doing well against the breeze, but still very little in it. Great catch, and then the foul, which is by David Ford. That's Fergal Ryan there, and Fergal was married recently, in fact jetted in from Mexico to play in a trial match last week. Brian Corcoran is the taker. Dropped in splendidly towards Alan Brown, and going across Sean McMahon to make the clearance away out, which is picked up here by his captain Daly against 2 Corkmen, one of them Shorty McGrath, fed inside there towards Fergal McCormack. Cork get it back again. Ger Manley this time. That's one they needed. It comes off the post and it's gone over the bar. Ger Manley gets his 4th point, and now there's only the minimum in this tie. This Guinness Munster Championship semi-final, place in the final at stake.
Fergal McCormack was blocked down. Next thing, came across the Shawnee McCarthy or Ger Manley, and Ger Manley takes the shot and over the bar, off the upright, but a good score for Cork.
For a moment it looked like it was going wide, but it touched off the post, and they all count. Mick Daly. That's Sean McMahon breaking that one up. This time it's John O'Driscoll. He's had his problems marking the Sparrow, who got some very good points, 3 in all at the start of the second half. Alan Cummins with 1 so far. Closed down there by Ollie Baker. In towards the Sparrow, given too much room. Towards David Ford. Sparrow getting a new Hurley. Play continues, and Ford has got his first point of this match since coming in as a second half sub. Player from Ogunalo. And she must be mighty pleased, although no great show of emotion there. 22 minutes into the half. So there's the position, 17 points to 15. Clare the favourites in front. Down it comes towards Fergal McCormack in midfield. He's now in fact moved on to the 40. Here's Ollie Baker still very definitely at midfield. Timmy Kelleher, good ground hurling. Nicely back in there towards Ger Manley. The battling qualities of Frank Lohan illustrated there. And that's Liam Doyle. Great clearance up to the forwards, cut splendidly by O'Connell. PG O'Connell advancing on goal. 3 Cork players after him. Shorty the grip on the stick outside towards Ger O'Loughlin. Held off it there by John O'Driscoll. Referee says play on. The Sparrow trying to barge his way through there somehow, and the referee says you're being held, and that's going to be a free in. And you can see Stephen McNamara saying to the Sparrow, well done, Ger O'Loughlin. Free in then, and it'll be Jamesy O'Connor to take it. 5 points so far in the game. His team trailing by 2. Advice from the team manager. James has blazed it over the bar, as you'd expect in a tight situation here. It's 18 points to 15. How times have changed. I can recall in the past when in a tight match Cork would always seem to get the measure of Clare in vital championship matches. That's all changed in recent years. Cork now trailing. That puck out down towards Alan Brown. Back out it comes again. Fergie too, racing for it with Sean O'Halpine. Kelleher in there to challenge. In fact, it's Fergal Ryan. And that's going to be a ball downfield for Cork. So Sean O'Halpine now operating at right half back in spite of the number 7 on his back, in a switch indeed with Timmy Kelleher. Nice style, good skill. Knocked out by Frank Lohan, only as far as Egan in towards Joe Dean, prodded out by Michael O'Halloran's had a good second half. Here's Anthony Daly, who always plays well in the Clare colours. This is Alan Brown. O'Halloran trying to bottle him up in there. They get it out somehow. And you can see Ger Loughnane, the team manager, urging his charges on that ball in by Sean O'Halpine. Alan Brown trying to make it his, but instead it is Brian Lohan. Backs to the wall it may be, but that's a wonderful clearance again to inspire his team, and the referee saw a foul on Lohan as that ball was being freed, and indeed it's going to be a free from where the ball has landed. Wonderful, wonderful full back play by Brian Lohan of Wolf Tones.
Yes, it's very interesting. Sean McMahon has come into the game and is beginning to dominate the game, and so also is Lohan at full back, and a tremendous clearance there. I thought it would be a score for Cork, but unfortunately for Cork they didn't score.
Just about 10 minutes remaining. Slightly over that. McMahon will take the free from Clare, or for Clare, from where that ball landed. Going to the left this time. Ford trying to make it. Instead it's Gerald Loughlin who gets there instead of, or ahead of John O'Driscoll. Into that danger area. Stopped on the line by Cunningham. Out it comes, on his cross, Fergie Toohey, and it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. And Clare are wondering just why that ball stayed out. It's going to be, is it a 65? Yes, it is, I think.
Yes, it is. Loughlin is playing extremely well. He hits the ball in. He's coming in around the square. Now, it's actually saved by Ger by his leg. It breaks out then. And Fergie Toohey takes a little bit too much time, and it hits off a Cork player's head and goes out for a 65.
I think the save there was from David Ford. So here's Sean McMahon. Looks a useful one. It's a very good one indeed. The expert long-range free taker has got his 3rd point of the day, and it's 19 points to 15. And Cork have are about to make another change, Kieran.
Yes, indeed, Ger. Darren Ronan has just come onto the field, and he will replace Alan Cummins at midfield on the Cork side.
So Darren Ronan is on, and he's gone straight away into midfield, I think. So Cummins is gone. Score of 1 point, the equaliser at 11-11. Well, that was some time ago. So Ger Cunningham with another save, a resourceful save that time with his boot. Down it goes to Alan Brown, trying to feed it inside there towards Ger Manley. And again it's Brian Lohan, who is absolutely wonderful this afternoon. Beat all of the Clare backs, have played supremely well. Here comes James O'Connor. Well, they said it would be a test between Cork's light forwards and the best defensive unit in the game at present. That's how it's turned out to be, although Cork have tested them from time to time. Timmy Kelleher towards Shawnee McGrath, runs on instead. It's Anthony Daly. Sean O'Halpine appreciating the player coming against him from Clare, and that player David Ford went off the Clare man, so a line ball to Cork. 4 points the margin. Oh, there's Tony Considine there, urging on his men, one of the 3 Clare selectors. This was a huge game for Clare because you sense that they lost it, this team might well break up as a unit. But they're still very firmly in the driving seat here. That's O'Driscoll. Ford is in after him. And the stalemate situation is ended in the end with Ford trying to advance on goal. Sullivan there to block it. And then Ger Cunningham. very experienced netminder. That's Fergal McCormack. Daly takes it back. Oh, he missed it completely. Manley alongside him. Here's Frank Lohan, challenge low, hand passed. Anthony Daly. Economical style of play by Clare, but so effective. Brian Corcoran. Another booming one downfield, but difficult for the Cork backs to take, because that suits defenders like O'Halloran when it really is a 50-50 situation. And they're playing so well, they're winning most of those. That's PG O'Connell. Ford, lovely pick-up, 45 metres out. Ger Cunningham again, challenged by Ger O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin's injured, and it's going to be a free out. Could so easily have ended up in the Cork goal there, but Ger has kept a good goal in this match so far. That's the Cork Ger.
Yes, a high ball comes into the square, and Ger has read these situations extremely well. He comes off his line, he catches the ball exceptionally well, holds it, and Ger O'Loughlin gets injured somewhere along the line there. But tremendous saves by Ger Cunningham today.
It's hard to see from that angle there the contact, but clearly he's injured the arm. And just a little altercation breaking out there involving Stephen McNamara and one of the Cork players. It was very much, while we were watching, the Sparrow receive the attention.
A little bit of gamesmanship there by McNamara.
And I think Ger Loughlin has indicated that it may be necessary to replace the Sparrow. So Ger O'Loughlin, who had a terrific second half, scoring 3 points in a wonderful move into full forward, which was so productive. At the moment it's Clare down to 14 players, and we may have a change very any second now. In it goes towards Ronan. Brian Lohan alongside him, held up, free in. And the Clare player who's about to come in here is the number 23, that's Andrew Whelan. But they're still waiting just to see whether or not the Sparrow can come back. Indeed, he's back into the action. Cork have themselves a free. They trail by 4 points. 5 minutes left.
Still plenty of time, Ger. That's 5 minutes left, but only 4 points on the scoreboard.
Ger Manley rolling it up onto his stick confidently, and he puts it over the bar. Manley's 5th point of the afternoon, and 3 points between them. So just a goal in it. There were those who might have expected Clare to bury an inexperienced Cork team out of sight this afternoon. That has not happened. Johnny Calden there watching with concern. This is Fergal Ryan. And, well, is there a goal in this match, you wonder? Not if Brian Lohan on his way, certainly for the Cork man. But here he is, advancing towards that Cork goal. PG O'Connell. He's put it away to the right. Bad miss by PG O'Connell.
Yes, and Clare don't need to miss those. They need to get the ball in around the square and around the Sparrow.
And that last point for play there for Cork was their first from a free in the second half. The last 7 all came from play. That's Liam Doyle. Chasing in after it they are. Jamesy O'Connor. Outside to PG O'Connell. And a great shot, or is it? It's gone down off the post. This time John O'Driscoll waiting for it. And Cork get a real let-off. Brian Corcoran. Nicely downfield. On for Ger Manley. Still time for the Cork men. Chased there by Frank Lohan. Manley with the shot, and Manley has put it wide. And it remains 19 points to 16. 10 wides in all now for Cork.
I think the story of the second half is the ineffectiveness of the Cork forwards. Clare have really bottled them up and closed them down. Now PJ has it. He takes a side step, and I think he's actually sliced the ball. Hits the upright, and comes John O'Driscoll, collects it and clears the ball down the field.
Back live with the action now. We're watching PJ O'Connell here. Michael O'Halloran. This comes back here again. Egan nicely inside. Cork players in there chasing after it. Here's Alan Brown. Knocked outside, but the waiting man here has won the free, so Alan Brown doing his job. So a free into Cork. Ger Manley will take it. We're just inside the 45-metre line. 2 minutes to go, and he's put it over the bar. So another one for Ger Manley. That's his sixth. 2 points between the teams. Ger locked down there with his selectors, Michael McNamara and Tony Considine. Will it be Clare then? They've looked the winners for some time past, but Cork giving a very battling performance this afternoon. PG O'Connell, inside it goes. Ger O'Loughlin, the Sparrow, injured. The ball is left there. Here comes Clare. Great shot! And that's it, surely! Stephen McNamara, his first goal of the game, the only goal of the game, and he beats Ger Cunningham with a rasping shot. And now surely it's Clare for this year's Munster final. Ger O'Loughlin was injured in the action. It came back to Stephen McNamara, and a wonderful goal for Clare. That's Ger O'Loughlin who's down there injured, but that's Stephen McNamara, the man who was a hero in '95. Is that the only goal of the game? If it is, it's a winner anyway.
Yes, indeed, Ger. I think that was a tremendous goal for Clare. The Sparrow, I think that the match winner was by being put in full forward. He played tremendously well in the second half. Caught the ball, was knocked around and laid it up. Here it goes again. Tremendous shot from McNamara and gave Ger Cunningham no chance whatsoever.
Clare with 38 scoring chances in this match. They've taken 20. Cork with 27. They've taken 17. And we're inside the last minute of this match. Brian Lohan again. Superb at full-back. What a display we've seen from him this afternoon. Jamesy O'Connor lets it run on. Clare backs, or Cork's backs rather, being pressurised by the Clare men. Sean O'Halpine. This is O'Halpine. This is Diarmuid O'Sullivan on his championship debut. Is it Tui? A losing one, however. That's Frank Lohan. Lohan for Clare. Their backs have been superb. They've been good in midfield, and their forwards have taken some really good chances. That's David Ford, the man from O'Gunalow. Jamesy O'Connor advancing with purpose for Clare. The shot from Jamesy goes away to the right. Well, the more experienced Clare men look like they have it. He appreciates that. We're into injury time. And there's the change that Clare have made. Andrew Whelan, by no means a championship newcomer, in he comes from St. Joseph's, and he's replacing the Sparrow, who had a truly great second half. And just think, they were talking before half-time about taking off the Sparrow, and he was one of their heroes. Short puck out to Fergal Ryan this time. Cork trying to set up something in there. Mick Daly, second half sub, partly blocked that time by Ollie Baker. Frank Lohan. Sideline ball for Cork, but time almost up surely. It'll be Barry Egan who'll hit this one. I'm sure they'll try and go for a goal, but trailing by a goal and 2 points. McCormack. That's still Cork and Shonny McGrath, their top forward today. And he's put it over the bar on his debut. Another one there for Shonny McGrath, who will probably finish this match with 5 points, all of them from play. Only 1-1 between the teams.
It looks at this stage, Ger, that Clare have it won, but you can never tell.
We're well into injury time. Pat O'Connor, the referee, says there's still a few seconds. Here's Brian Corcoran, who's led the Cork team by example from centre half back. The block down there was by Peachy O'Connell. Brilliant play by O'Connell. Inside towards Whelan, the new full forward. Ger Cunningham, beaten once this afternoon, but he'll be remembered for some fine saves in this match. Liam Doyle waiting for it. This is Sean O'Halpine. Still going downfield. In towards Alan Brown. Down it comes to McGrath. Can he cap his performance with a goal? Great stop by Davy Fitzgerald. That was a great save, and it's gone for a 65. Well, McGrath very nearly got a goal on his debut championship match.
Yes, a tremendous save by Davy Fitz. It comes in. Brown is there creating havoc. It's shot by Shawnee McGrath. A great save by Davy Fitz and flicked out for a 65.
Which will be taken by Brian Corcoran. That was a great save. Brian Corcoran lobs it into the forwards. In they go after it. And it's all over. And Clare have reached the Munster final. Celebration time for the fans invading this pitch here in Limerick. But what a performance Brian Lohan served up this afternoon. He defied the best that Cork could throw at him. And there were heroes like Liam Doyle as well. Frank Lohan and Anthony Daly and McMahon coming more into it in the second half. But full credit to Cork as well for making it a good contest and making up for so much of the disappointment of last year's hammering by Limerick. And Kieran Mullooly is down by the sideline.
Indeed I am, Ger, with a very, very happy Clare manager. Dylan, and congratulations.
Well, it was just a fantastic game of hurling, you know, and all credit to Cork. They're the first thing you think of now. Playing like that and losing Munster Championship is absolutely heartbreaking. When you think of what happened to them last year and the way they came back this year, I mean, that was Munster Championship hurling is the absolute best. Fantastic play. But at the end of the day, it was the courage of our fellas that kept us going, kept us in the game.
Jerry, I hate to say this, but we're going to tell the nation a secret. 2 minutes ago, you came to the sideline to make a substitute. Who were you taking off?
I forget now. I just can't recall. In the excitement of the moment, I can't recall.
I can confirm.
Yes?
You said to your county secretary, Stephen Mack is coming off.
Do I look guilty? Do I look as if that happened?
Yeah, I'm glad it didn't happen.
That's the way sport goes. You know, that's the way things happen. And we were going to take off Stephen. Next thing he stuck the ball in the net, won the game for us. You know, so the last time we were here 2 years ago, we had that kind of look against Cork. We went on to win the All-Ireland. Who knows what might happen this year?
Your backs were terrific in particular.
Well, I think our whole team was terrific. Everybody into that wind, you know. We're going to be a pint up at half-time, playing into the wind, and we went out in the second half to fight for our lives, and the players were absolutely...
Japan Grand Clifford by Son Gary, Tom